At halftime. You haven't really even been behind much as a coach here. How did your players respond to being behind again?
I thought the second half, if you take the last 2 weeks, you take the Stanford game, and of course you take this week, I think our kids have played very well in the second half from a deficit. Again, say whatever you want, it goes to the toughness of our football team. They believe they're going to win. There's no question that they believe they're going to win. And if there's any questions out there, that's been eradicated over the last couple of weeks.
Brian, Bronco was in here. He said that felt like that was the best BYU's played all year. Did you get a sense evaluating how they played today versus what you saw on tape that they had played up today?
Played very well. You know, they're a well-coached football team, very disciplined. They made some plays. You know, that third down long, we're in 2 trail, and they throw a great corner out over Cavari. They made plays when they needed to make some plays. And, we expected their very best. That's what I said. This is a team that, has got a lot of tradition, a lot of history, have won a lot more games over the last few years. And so, again, I thought they played very well. I thought our kids played extremely well in the second half.
What did you think today spoke to the maturity of your team, both in the first half, the way they came out, but also in the second half, the way they responded? Yeah,
I'm always looking at, it's not necessarily how you start, it's how you finish. Now, we'd like to start a little bit better, clearly. There were some fundamental things, a couple of penalties that were untimely, but we're finishing so well, and I think it goes to their conditioning, their mental and physical toughness, and then I think the last thing is they believe that they're going to win football games. It doesn't matter if they're behind. They have an energy about them that they believe they're going to win.
And just lastly, the final drive, obviously you couldn't draw that up much better. Do you feel like your line had that in them, and that's kind of what you expected to see at 6:10, I think is when you took the ball?
6:10. We expected to run the football. We had talked about it on the preceding drive that we're going to make them use their timeouts. We calculated 3 first downs. We needed 4 eventually, but we felt with 3 first downs we could put them in a position where we could end the game.
Brian, you said game time decision for the quarterbacks on Thursday. How close to game time did Tommy find out today?
It was actually Friday. He found out. I had made my decision after Friday's walkthrough. We were indoors, threw the ball around a little bit, and felt after that time where I saw Everett again. We run what we call 88s. We run 8 plays, high tempo, against our defense on Friday. And that's after that 88 period is when I made my decision.
And then was there any circumstance where Everett would have played today?
No, there was none. We felt like at that point I made my decision, and the reason for it was mostly health and safety.